Hey girls, I wanted to give you guys an update. So I've been falling behind on my comments because I got really sick. Um, so I really apologize. Like, I'm not even really supposed to be talking. Um, so basically what happened was Friday morning I woke up and my throat was hurting a little bit, but my coworker had like a cold or something, so I figured it was just that. Well, Friday, one of my other coworkers went home with the flu, so I thought, oh man, this is going to turn into the flu. Well, Friday night, I went to bed early because I was so exhausted. Woke up, I had the body aches, my whole like neck and head just was like throbbing with pain. It hurt so bad, and I had a fever of 102.5. So, yeah, so I figured, okay, this is the flu, the body aches, the fever, like, this has got to be the flu. So I kind of waited for the tummy part of it to come around and waited for the puking and whatever else to start. Well, that didn't start by Saturday at about 1, so I went, okay, it's obviously not the flu. Maybe it's strep throat, which it's really hard for me to get strep throat. I no longer have any tonsils. I got them taken out because I had gotten strep throat so many times in a year, almost 6 years ago now. So, I looked at the back of my throat. I thought I saw a couple of those little white things. So I went, okay, I'm going to go get the strep test. So I went, got the strep test. The lady was so horrible. She took that stupid little Q-tip and she like shoved it in my throat and just like hit it and scraped. It was so bad. She was not being gentle at all. And I know you have to like get in there and get the stuff. So that was fine. But she didn't have to be so dang evil about it. I mean, God, she's almost as bad as the vampires. And by vampires, if you're not in infertility land, I mean the lab techs that take your blood. They are vampires. They take a lot of blood in infertility land. So anyway, that came back negative, and I had that done on Sunday. So on Monday morning, that came back negative, and I was still just like hurting and feverish off and on and exhausted. So I called in sick to work. And I went into my doctor and I said, look, there's something up. There's something with my throat. So can we just like do whatever we need to do, figure out what this is, get me better. So she thought, well, maybe the strep throat is farther down in your throat than we normally see. So I said, okay. She goes, it's possible that you have an infection lower down in your throat. So I said, okay, fine. So she took one of those like dentist little mirrors on the little handle. She put it in the back of my throat and was looking down, and she was like, there's something really shiny down there. And I was like, shiny? There's not supposed to be anything shiny. Well, it turns out that something I had eaten last week must have had this in it, but it was like a ½ inch long, really, really skinny piece of metal. So they put like the microscopic camera down there and all the tools that they use for like laparoscopic surgeries, and they went down there, took it out, and then they went down there and put stitches. I was awake this whole time. They could numb my throat a little bit, but not too much, because they were afraid that maybe it had gotten, if it was long enough, it had gotten to a major artery in my neck. So I couldn't talk on Monday. I couldn't talk on Tuesday. Yesterday I went back to work. But I was just so exhausted, and then I went, and I'm supposed to be eating soft foods, meaning blended foods right now, and cold. So, I went out to dinner with my husband last night, fully intending to get like a smoothie or something, and I completely forgot. I got a veggie burger, and tore open some stitches in my throat, so I had to go get them redone. Anyway, I'm on the mend. All this talking kind of has my throat hurting, but I wanted to update you guys. So, that's what happened with that. So, where I'm at in my cycle, I'm on CD14. I have not gotten a positive OPK, and I started testing on CD11. And I mean, there's not even, it's just a hint of a line. It's not even anything that I would even consider, okay, maybe it's gonna be positive soon. So I'm thinking that I either ovulated already, my temps are still a bit high, but I haven't been relying on them because I've been sick. So I missed my ovulation with the OPK because I didn't think I can ovulate that early, or I'm going to ovulate kind of late, like more of my normal ovulation time, if I ovulate. I don't think that I got overstimulated because when I was on the 50 milligrams of Clomid, I only got one follicle, and the rest, there was no cysts, and the rest of the follicles that were looking like they were growing weren't that big. So, I mean, I literally got one follicle, and my doctor was not at all worried about 100 milligrams overstimulating. So I'm not thinking I overstimulated. I had a little bit of cramping yesterday. So I don't know. I only have 2 OPKs left. So either I'm going to go buy some more and keep OPKing, or I'm going to use the last 2 that I have and forget the rest. And when CD28 comes around, I will test, and if it's negative and I still haven't had AF, I will test again at CD35, and at that point I will call for a prescription of progesterone. That's the only thing I can think. I don't really want to stress about it, especially since I've been sick. But yeah, if I ovulated while I had my fever, I would not have noticed, because I wasn't doing my OPKs at that point because I thought it was too early. So, I don't know, kind of luck of the draw on that one. I am thinking that I probably did ovulate early because last cycle with the 50 milligrams, I ovulated CD11, and I usually, if I ovulate, it's been CD18 and like 22. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to keep doing my temps. Like I said, the last few days I haven't done it because I haven't been relying on them since I've been sick. But since I'm getting back to normal, I'm thinking maybe I could kind of read it from there because I know what my normal temps are. So I'll update you guys about that, and probably in about 2 weeks I'll update you with my CD28 pregnancy test, and for that I will be using the super awesome, which the box totally got bent up, but the New Choice pregnancy test. It's the Dollar Tree brand, and I have 2 of them, so probably both CD28 and CD35. We'll start with those, and I have 1 first response left and have 2 digitals. So if I get a positive on one of those, you can bet your booty that I will be taking all of those and probably more, because I won't believe it. So that's where I'm at. I want to give a shout out to the Camel's Journey, my girl Melody. Yeah, I'm sorry y'all, I sound so sick. Like, you can hear how stuffed up I am, so if it sounds a little bit weird when I talk, that's why. But I'm so sorry this cycle didn't work out for you. That sucks. That sucks about your sister and the kids, and that's really hard. So I hope you guys have a good break, and don't be a stranger, even though you're breaking. And we'll talk to you soon. Alright, bye.